I snooped on her Instagram account and tracked down something. Hi there, welcome to Reddit Goat channel. Today we are going to have another unbelievable cheating story. But before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our daily cheating stories. My girlfriend and I have been in a relationship since our childhood, 14 and 15 yo. We were both virgins and we grew and learned together throughout all this time. Our families had a great relationship and we all understood each other very well. She was wonderful, lovely, and I loved her with all my heart. Last January 6th, I took her old smartphone, I had bought her a new one for $800, to reset it and give it to his little sister. When I turned it on, I came up with the idea to go into her Instagram account and then I found a suspicious conversation with one of her friends, who is married and has a daughter. Then, I opened the conversation and discovered the horror. They had been practicing sexting for the last month, but it was even worse. In addition to the sexting and the disgusting sexual conversations, I found 2 videos that they had recorded at her workplace, a dance hall for children, with mirrors. These videos were incredibly explicit, and I went into a state of anxiety. I never thought I'd see the love of my life doing those things with another man. I had blind faith in her. I took photos of these videos and sent them to her. She started calling me, but I blocked her, and I haven't spoken to her since. During that month I noticed she was strange, she was losing hair, she argued about silly things and she didn't sleep well. I was very worried, and I looked for a psychologist and a physiotherapist. I did not understand what was happening to her. I thought it was for stress and I wanted her to be well. Now, I feel like an idiot. I am currently in a state of clinical depression. She was everything to me, and now I feel lost. I can't get the images and videos out of my head. She was my princess and I've seen those things. I'm devastated and internally dead. Here are some of the best comments from our community. First, you should go to no contact. Block her in every way she has to reach you, and if for some reason you meet her outside in a way that you can't avoid talking to her, do it in a cold way that you are able and don't engage in talking about your relationship. Then, be sure not to follow her on social media and ask mutual friends and relatives to stop updating about her life. Be sure that the faster you cut all ties with her, the faster you overcome it. You put her on a pedestal and that's what happened. She's not a princess, she's an average woman who played you. It's time to move on. I know it's hard, but the sting will always be there like a bad scar. It will heal, but every once in a while the scar will sting and itch. You have to move on. Bro, it's not your fault. It's all her decision. She chose a dark path and cheated on you. Don't think that, cheater. Focus on your health and future. She does not deserve your true love and loyalty. Don't waste your remaining life with that cheater. Get good medication and counseling also. You're not responsible for her actions. In the future you will definitely get the best loyal life partner. In that time she's lost a good human being. Important, bro, save that innocent wife's life also. Because she has the right to know the truth. Expose that ugly cheater to his wife. All the best for your fresh life. Here's the second story. With girlfriend for a year and a half. Things are great at first. When we first met I was a trophy boyfriend, A+ dates, made her laugh, the whole 9. She was an amazing girlfriend. We had amazing chemistry together. Things were perfect for probably around 6 months. I'd like to add that she has a 7-year-old I love very much. After the 6 months the honeymoon phase sizzled out, but things were still good, occasional fights here and there, but things were normal. 8 months in she gets a new job that strains the relationship, but nothing too significant. So for the last 8 months I became severely depressed. I lost all feeling, all emotions. I was a robot. I didn't want to admit to her or even myself that anything was wrong, but we both knew. Then it got worse and I had suicidal thoughts and waves of sadness. The sadness became so unbearable I finally listened to her and got help after she pushed me. I got on meds and they killed the sadness. I was no longer sad. But I still felt nothing. I was empty and numb. The whole month of December till after New Year's I found out she cheated on me with a coworker. I found call logs on my cell phone bill of her talking to him on the phone for 6+ hours, and she admitted to me they kissed. I pressed the guy and that's what he told me as well. He seemed deathly afraid of me, so that may be the truth. She claimed she was alone and lonely even though I saw her almost every day, and that for 8 months I was a shadow of my former self. I also didn't tell her anything was wrong till it got really bad. She's 100% right, if I didn't get depressed I know she would have never ever cheated. I don't want to get into it, but just take my word for that. She is also 100% wrong for cheating and there is no justification for it. The past 5 weeks I've been shutting her down. I've spoken to her horribly and verbally abused her many times on what she did. I'm ashamed of myself for that. I've been seeing a new girl and I really miss my ex. So tonight I'm going to my ex's to either take her back or communicate for good. She was willing to jump out of a plane for me the last 5 weeks, but the last 5 days she seems hesitant now. I am planning to see if she's willing to work this out on my grounds. If she is, then I'm thinking about dropping the new girl for her. If she shows any hesitancy whatsoever, I'm walking out. Honestly, I miss her very much, and I still lack emotion, so I don't know where I stand with the new girl. I just miss my ex and wish she never did it, and I wish I never got depressed. I love her and her son. I just don't want this to happen again. Update 1, was at her house for 45 minutes. It's over for good and I got the closure I needed. It went how I expected. She's confused and hurt by my actions of taking another girl out for Valentine's Day and speaking to her badly. Those are valid feelings she has, but she didn't know if she wanted to continue because of those reasons plus others. That's all I needed to hear. This is it for good and I finally have my peace. Update 2, she's texting me this morning, good luck on my exam. I also have another exam tomorrow. Then she goes, maybe we can talk more later. I know you have a test tomorrow, so let me know. I would like to if you would. I don't know what else want to talk about. Here are some of the best comments from our community. I think it's best for y'all to move on. There are a lot of barriers to success here and neither of you will forget what happened the last year or so. Focus on being alone and healing and developing healthier relationships. I just don't think y'all have the mental makeup to heal through this together. I mean this in the nicest way possible, but you need to be single and focus on your mental health and your schooling. Get yourself healthy and your priorities straight before you get into a relationship. Trust me, as someone who struggles with depression, you don't need to go back to an ex with a boatload of issues within y'all's relationship. All it's gonna do is set you back. This can't be real. You have an important exam tomorrow and you are having this huge talk tonight? If this is real, then you need to slowly go to the bathroom, turn on the lights, stare at yourself in a mirror for a moment, and slap yourself in the face until the pain overrides your silliness. So let me get this straight. You think that her falling on the penis of another man is 100% your fault because you were depressed, that you believe her excuse that she was lonely at that time rather than her supporting you in your temporary depression, that you have a new girl who has not cheated on you but want to go back to a girl who hasn't supported you and cheated on you, and you believe she just kissed? Mate, please don't have that talk. Concentrate on the exam, pass it with flying colors, then you have all the time to introspect about this cheating waste of time XGF, and especially, your own self-respect. Why are you dragging this poor new girl into this? That's all I can think of. You obviously don't care about her. She's your backup if your current relationship doesn't work. Literally the last thing you need is to get out of a relationship and immediately jump into another situation. Chill, dude. It's really okay to be single for a few weeks. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.